So 2 weeks ago, I did a poll on my community tab for YouTube asking you what kind of video you want to see in the future. And the options were a build video, a weapon guide, an interrupting guide, or a video on Remnant. So today, I'm going to actually do the booping/interrupting guide, which is going to be on the chain blade interrupts and how you can do those. And initially, I was going to do a video on every single weapon in one video, but I realized that is not going to be that great to edit, and it's not going to be that good for y'all to watch. It's better to just have these separate videos and to show you how to interrupt these attacks. Now, if you guys want a video that shows you what most of the interrupts look like in Dauntless, I have an old video which is interrupting with repeaters, and that shows you most of the interrupts and how they work with repeaters. Anyway, my name is Doe, and this is going to be a chain blade interrupting guide or pseudo tutorial. And in this video, you'll learn how to interrupt with chain blades and the different variations you can use to actually interrupt behemoths, and a little bit about the different variations of interrupts themselves. But to get started, chain blades were changed not too long ago to where their light attack can actually boot behemoths, which is a really good change, makes them much more versatile and just more competitive as a weapon in general. So you can use their light attack to interrupt pretty much every unstable attack. Some are harder to interrupt than others, but to do this, you can either do a standing still light attack where a behemoth is charging at you and it has these marks on its face. That indicates an unstable attack in the booping variation. And to interrupt it, just hit it in the face whenever the marks are visible, and that's how you interrupt it. And standing still to interrupt it is not going to be the best option, but it's just sort of displaying how this works. The safest way to interrupt a behemoth with chain blades is going to be a dash plus a light attack very quickly. So to time this, just wait until, just time like a regular dodge. Time it like you would a regular dodge, and just understand that chain blades swing very quickly. The more attack speed you have, the safer this can actually be, because the faster you get off the interrupt. And I may have spoken too soon, because there is actually a safer way to interrupt with chain blades, but I do not recommend it at all because it's not necessary anymore. And the safer version of interrupts are going to be with weighted strikes +6. This is a cell you can get with Dauntless, and it's a technique cell slot. If you have +6, it makes it to where your heavy attacks with chain blades can boop. This is going to be either your dash heavy attack or just a standing still heavy attack. Those can all boop behemoths, but you don't really need to bring this anymore because it just takes away from your cell and perk economy on the weapon. So I do not recommend this whatsoever. I kind of feel like this cell is just a instant salvage, if you ask me, in this current state. And to anyone that likes using this cell, by all means, use it. I'm just saying that if you think about it logically, it's not the best option, since you can just do it with a dash light attack or just a standing still light attack. And there is actually one more different variation of interrupts, and that's going to be with your special ability. So if you're using the Reaper's Dance special, you can use either your special mixed with your light attack or your special mixed with your heavy attack, and these can both interrupt behemoths, and it is very stylish. But it's also very hard to do in some cases. But a really good way to do this is to sort of go off of objects in the game. Like if you're fighting Koshai, you can actually use your special off of a leaf pod or a thorn pod and go in the air, and then use your light attack to dash towards Koshai when it's doing its unstable attack. That's a really safe way to do it. It's actually not that hard at all, but it looks really cool while you're doing it. And another way you can do things is by using your special off of Behemoth and then using your heavy attack. This is where you spin and do a overhead like Aether Slam in a way, and that can actually boot behemoths, and it can also trigger these damage thresholds. So I've been talking about these boops so far, but a damage threshold is not really a boop. It's more so just a flat-out interrupt. So some behemoths like Koshai, Skarn, and Coolshot will have these attacks you can actually interrupt with enough damage. And in Chainblade's case, you do a lot of damage, especially if you have some Reaper's Dance stacks for your Q plus your heavy attack. And you can use that to just interrupt these behemoths in their tracks. And to give an example of what this damage threshold might look like, Coolshot has one during its enraged state. Whenever it's red and whenever it's on its, all of its legs, shooting Quills in the air constantly, not like one big burst, but constantly shooting in the air, that is actually a interruptible attack, and it's also a damage threshold. You can interrupt this with Chainblades by either doing a ton of light attacks, or if you have enough damage, you can just do a simple special plus your heavy attack, and this will be enough damage for the damage threshold to actually interrupt the behemoth. And just keep in mind that I'm pretty sure the harder the behemoth is, as in if it's heroic plus, the more damage you need to actually interrupt the damage threshold. So keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that having good gear and having good stats can help you out with these damage thresholds because they give you more damage. So having a cell like Predator, Berserker, Rage Hunter, so whenever the behemoth is enraged, you get more damage. Those can actually help you out with these damage thresholds, and it's it makes it a bit easier to actually handle them. And with that, that is the end of this video, guys. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like rating, comment down below, and if you want to subscribe to this channel, bonus content, that's what I do here. And if you want to support this channel, be sure to use my Epic Games support code in the Epic Games store or in the in-game Dauntless store, because that helps me out a ton. And thank you all for doing that. Also, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.